not bad numbers for being indoors. We then installed the iwave C with the intention of running it for 14 days. The product manager was like, you know what, it's been 24 hours, just for shits and giggles, let me just run the particle counter and see if there's been any movement whatsoever. After 24 hours, we took the 0.3 down to 2,500, the 2.5 down to 55, and the 5 down to 30, the 5 down to 38. The only reason this slide is in here is because we know PCO technology works. It's cleaning the air, it is. And once you guys are out and about, you're gonna find that one product that just works best for you, and that's what you're going to use, right? Which is fine. So whether it's PCO technology, needle point bipolar ionization, you're gonna find the one product that works for you, and you're gonna stick to it. And that's all this thing is about. Obviously, I'm gonna plug Nucalgon, I'm gonna plug my product so that when you get out there, you're gonna go, I remember Mark at Nucalgon, and I know this product, I wanna use this product. The whole point of this is for you guys to be out there thinking about, when you're in someone's home, how can I help them? And it's indoor air quality. It's the best thing you can do. You're gonna walk in and sell them a $20,000 unit, but not offer them something to help keep that $20,000 investment clean, whether it's mine or anybody else's. But the point is helping your customers to live a better, healthier life, right? They need to stay cool when they're at home. They need to stay warm when they're at home. But we also want them breathing clean air. Indoor air quality, so you guys know, as of a couple of years ago, had exploded into an $80 billion a year industry. Who do you think gets most of that money? Any guesses? Where's all that money going? Home Depot and Lowe's. When was the last time you saw an HVAC technician working at Home Depot? No, half the time they can't tell you where the screws are. This is our industry, guys. Yet we fail all the time to make sure the homeowners and the end users know that this is our industry. We are, as an industry, leaving so much money on the table, and we're the ones that can actually talk about it. So a technician or a service tech goes into a homeowner's house and they sell them a new unit, or they're just there for a service call, right? Clean the coils, make sure everything's running good. Don't mention anything about any type of indoor air quality, and they leave. And the neighbor says, hey, I saw so-and-so heating air at your house. What'd you get done? Oh, I just bought a new unit. Oh, I just heard from my cousin, they got a new unit and they put in this air cleaner to help keep the air clean. Oh, really? Where'd they get it? Home Depot. Drive down to Home Depot, they'll drop $1,200 on something they plug into their wall that might help one area of the house. So you're helping people, and you're also learning to increase your profitability when you're out there. We don't work because we want to get up and work every day. We work because we have mouths to feed. We have a livelihood, right? I mean, I don't know about you, but I would love to retire tomorrow. And I got some years left to go, but at least I'm in an industry that I enjoy, and I love what I do in that regard. So again, talk about putting your money where your mouth is. Here's another really cool video. Hopefully the screen's on.
All right, so what we have here is the iwave smoke demo box. What I'm going to do is fill it with smoke. That smoke is going to represent very fine particulate. I'm going to turn the iwave on once it's filled with smoke. The iwave is going to emit the positive and negative ions into the box, dropping all that fine particulate out of the air and leaving us with a clean box after about 30 to 45 seconds. So the first thing we're going to do is fill this with smoke.
And that's just a nicotine vape pen that they're pumping in there.
Now what I'm going to do is turn the iwave on. You'll start to notice a vortex happening. It's the high concentration of positive and negative ions being emitted into the airspace. In about 20 to 30 seconds, this box is going to be clear again. What it's doing is it's charging that very fine particulate, the aerosolized vape smoke, dropping it out of the air. Think of this in your house, the fine particulate, if you're cooking, burning a candle, dander in the air, that fine particulate is being charged, dropped out of the air, or then caught by your filter. In this box, it's simply dropping it out of the air. So you can see after only 15, 20 seconds, it's already almost clear, and in about another 10 seconds, we'll have a perfectly clear box again. So this is a great live demo to show you really how the iwave works to treat your breathing zone.
So can you imagine if you are working for a contractor, and you guys know that a lot of contractors work home shows? You guys aware of this? So there's a lot of contractors out there to help keep business coming through the door. They work home and garden shows, like a lot of them. And so there are some contractors that said, I need that smoke box. And the contractors that have chosen to do that, they put it on in their little booth at the home show, and as the homeowner comes by, turn it on. They're like, dude, we're just closing deals like this. It's helping the owner's profitability, and it's helping the homeowner have an option in their house that they otherwise didn't have. I can tell you, during the spring, when allergy season is bad, I keep my fan on constant, so it's always going. My wife and my daughter, when they are in the house, they are not coughing, they are not sneezing, their eyes aren't watering. Fact. So, another big reason for indoor air quality, electronic air cleaners, is, especially in commercial applications, these coils get really dirty. They cause viruses and bacteria to where you will have diseases building up in these dark cabinets. What happens? When an evap coil is going, there's condensation running off it going into the drain pan. And you get all this crap in the air, and it's common for those drain lines to get fully clogged up with mold and mildew and sludge, which is why you have to have certain chemicals in there to keep everything flowing. Well, if the service technician fails to use whoever's product it is in that drain pan to keep it flowing, then guess what? All of those viruses and bacteria are building, call for heat or cool, and it just distributes it throughout the entire building. Remember the whole Legionella, Legionnaire disease, very common in our industry. Philadelphia, 1976 or whatever it was, maybe it was in the 40s, outbreak of Legionella, and it killed multiple people. Crazy. This is how important this stuff is. So, and it's not just using the air cleaners, it's maintaining the equipment, which we're going to talk about in the next hour. So this is a contractor in the Midwest who came to us and said, hey, here's my coil every 3 weeks. I clean it every 3 weeks. Every 3 weeks, he's getting a significant amount of biofilm and mold growth. Can you help me? We're like, yeah, we think we can. The first thing you have to do is clean your coil. iwave is not, you can't walk in, none of them. iwave, PCO technology, if the coil is nasty, you install an iwave and turn it on, it's not going to kill everything that was already there. It's not going to clean it for you. You clean it first, and the recommendation, which we'll talk about in the next class, is not only a coil cleaner, but a coil cleaner that is an EPA registered disinfectant. We're going to talk about that in the next hour, why that's important. So we had him clean it, had him install an iwave, said go back in 3 weeks and take a picture and let us know if it helped. That was his coil after 3 weeks after cleaning it and installing an iwave. This is his coil after cleaning it every 3 weeks. So again, just another example of how well it works. So I'm not going to get, the main point of this class was letting you guys understand the importance of indoor air quality. This is for another time as far as what we're doing, unless you guys want me to talk about intricacies of the actual iWave? Want to focus more on cleaning the air and all
No,
that?
I don't think that's.
I don't- yeah.
I just wanted everybody to be aware of this technology.
Yeah.
Thinking about it in the future. I have a question. I'm going to right now. I know
Please.
it's in the back of everybody's mind. What kind of money are we talking about, retail?
Great question. So,
Because a lot of these guys, their ultimate goal is to go and work for themselves, start their own business.
absolutely,
This is something that can supplement their income and provide a good service to their clients.
perfect. I'm so glad you said that. So, when the day comes that you own your own company, you're owning your own company because you want to make money, right? You want to have the freedom of answering to nobody but your customers or your spouse, right?
He's a married man.
Twice.
Amateur.
There you go. The easiest way to really grow the profitability with your company is not by adding employees. It's by adding add-ons to all of your sales. So you go in